There was a time when the world was drowning in darkness. People had forgotten their creator. They bowed before the statues they had carved with their own hands. In the name of gods, they committed crimes, injustice, and cruelty. The skies watched in silence, and the earth waited. It was an age of chaos. In those same troubled times, a light was born. His name was Essien, a man chosen by God, a prophet, wise and full of mercy. He belonged to a noble line of early humans, his ancestry tracing all the way back to the first man ever created. When the world had nearly forgotten truth, God gave Essien a mission to bring his people back from the edge. The people of his nation were strong, taller than trees, and lived for hundreds of years. Some say they carved homes into mountains and tore trees from the earth with their bare hands. But their strength had made them arrogant. They believed in stones, not in God. They worshipped thunder and fire, not the one who created it all. Prophet Essien began his mission quietly. He spoke to the elders, the chiefs, and even the children. Return to the Creator, he said. He is the one who gave you life, strength, and the earth beneath your feet. But they laughed. Who are you to tell us? You are just a man. We follow the gods of our fathers. Essien didn't stop. He spoke for 10 years, then 20, then 50, and finally 900 years passed. Yet, only a few followed him. Just a small group, no more than a village's worth, believed in his message. The rest mocked him. Some even threw stones. You build fear in us with your stories of punishment. Show us the rain you always warn us about. And then one night, a dream came. The sky above Essien's home cracked with thunder. In his sleep, he saw waves taller than mountains and cries that shook the heavens. When he awoke, God's command had already come. Build a vessel, a ship. My storm will come. Only those upon it will live. This was no ordinary boat. It was massive. Its frame would take decades. People mocked him daily as he hammered wood and shaped it with his hands. Have you gone mad, Essien? They'd laugh. You build a boat in the middle of dry land. He replied calmly. A day will come when water will find even the tallest hills. Years passed. The ship stood tall. 3 decks, strong wood, sealed tight. The lower level, for animals. The middle for supplies. The top for believers. And then, God sent a sign. A spring burst forth from the ground. Then another. Then dozens. The sky darkened. Clouds gathered, like never before. The air went still, as if the whole earth held its breath. Essien called out to his followers. Board the ship. Take with you a pair of every creature, male and female. Birds flew in on their own. Lions, deer, snakes, and even insects all came peacefully, as if they knew. Essien guided them inside. Among the people, only 78 believers followed him. Aboard, but there was someone missing. His son Zion, a brave young man, proud, but lost in doubt. Essien looked for him in the crowd, and then he saw him standing on a distant hilltop. Zion, Essien cried out. Come, my son, the storm has come. Board the ark. Zion shouted back. I will climb this hill. The waters won't reach me. Essien's voice broke. There is no safety today except with the mercy of God. But a wave, massive and roaring, came between them. The father screamed. The son disappeared. The skies opened. Rain fell like swords. The earth spit. Rivers. Water crashed through valleys. Swallowed homes, trees, animals, and people. Even mountains looked small before it. The ark lifted. It floated over cities and forests. It passed palaces and statues, now buried beneath waves. Essien sat silent, tears mixing with the rain. He had saved the faithful, but lost his own blood. Days turned into weeks. Weeks into months. The water showed no end. But inside the ark, there was peace. Lions rested near lambs. Wolves beside deer. Children played under the gentle eyes of their parents. A small world afloat, guarded by faith. One night, the storm finally softened. The stars peeked through the clouds for the first time in months. A dove flew from the ark, returning with an olive branch. Land was near. The ark came to rest on the side of a tall mountain. The sun rose, and the world was quiet. No more screams. No more thunder. Just wind, and the breath of new life. God spoke. To Essien, this is a new beginning. Evil has been washed away. Teach your people truth, and let the earth live again. The believers stepped out, grateful. Some kissed the ground. Others wept. A new world lay before them. Clean, fresh, waiting. Years passed. Stories of the flood spread through generations. Some turned them into myths. Others forgot entirely. But the mountain where the ark rested still stands, its shadow reminding mankind of the day when oceans flew, when a father cried out for his son, and when only faith could float above the flood.